Hey guys, King Games here, bringing you another video. I decided to shake the dust off my Bloodborne build. Just switch it up, for this video. But I'm definitely going back to my arcane build. Been having a lot of fun with that as of late. And before the patch, all I did for 95% of my videos was Bloodborne. So it's fun to use the new Bloodborne weapons and play around with them or such, but man, I just got so used to the arcane build. I'm loving it. Speaking of builds, minus hybrids, I wanted to get into what's the strongest build, maybe talk about why, things like that, weakest build and such, but we'll see what I have time for. Some other things I want to talk about too, like we're going to be doing a top 10 weapons in Bloodborne list, and, shit. I'm going to be explaining them in detail, but, if you want to know the weapons on the list, I'll just let them be known now, and, when I do go and do the breakdown things, it'll be a lot of explanation and the reasons and my personal thoughts as to why these are the top 10 weapons within Bloodborne. Now, if your weapon ain't on the list or things like that, you may have better results with these weapons than I do, and different people can have different results, so don't get mad if your weapon ain't on the list. This is just my personal list, and it's not really biased at all. It's just what I've had experience with and what I played with, which I played with every weapon. I haven't put out weapon reviews anymore because somebody's putting them out way faster than me and way better than me. I mean, I could have been had them out and did them out, but the guy that's doing them is willing to take his builds up to 150 in order to give you weapons reviews of that, and I'm not willing to do that. That's not a negative shot at him or anything. It's just I don't have, like, my skill build is level 50, so in order to give you an accurate reading of skill weapons and things like that, I'd have to level up in PvP with them and things like that, so, and that's what a lot of them are strength weapons too, but I don't feel like making a strength build. I could, do it on my quality build, but, oh man, I might end up using that build again, and, I don't want it to be too high. Like right now it's 129 and I don't PvP with it at all. So, I mean, just to get some insight on the weapons and things like that, I might farm materials and level them up and try out the weapons on that build. But as of now, there's videos already out for all the other weapons. But if you guys want a different point of view, I could definitely use that build and do the rest of the weapon reviews, but for now that's it on weapon reviews. But the 10 weapons I'll be reviewing, and in no particular order, but they'll be in my top 10 weapons list. It'll be the Cos Parasite, the Bloodletter, Saw Cleaver, Raikuyo, Chikage, Executioner's Will, Blades of Mercy, Moonlight Sword, Ludwig's, and Saw Spear. Now again, that's not in any particular order, but when I do the video, they will be in order from descending. I think it's descending, yeah, 10 to 1, least to best. So I'm gonna be working on that video. It might take a while to get out, because I might have to actually write things down in order to not just going off the top of my head, but in order to fully explain my thoughts on the weapons and why they got the place they did within the game. Talk about builds for a little bit. Builds are vastly unbalanced in this game. Minus hybrids. Hybrids are beast of the builds in themselves, but sometimes you have to take those builds to higher levels than necessary, and even the hybrids turn out being all around weaker than like a pure skill build. Pure skill build is what I consider the strongest build in the game for various reasons. One of the main points that sets it apart from all other builds is the criticals, the riposte and the backstabs are and things like that. Just it's usually a one shot if somebody gets it off. It doesn't matter what your health is. You know, it's just overpowered, and God forbid they have on it one of the rooms, but it's not even necessary. I mean, that's just how a 50 skill is usually going to be a one shot if you parry somebody or riposte them. Another thing is their weapons are all very fast, which in itself ain't as much, but they do more damage than the heavier hitting weapons. I mean, the Raikuo and Blades of Mercy with their multipliers can hit as hard as anything within the game, strength-wise, move wigs, things like that. So, I mean, skill all around, you know, it has the speed, it has the crits, it has better scaling in my opinion. I mean, a lot of skill weapons have S scaling once upgraded. It's just all around the best. Next up, I'd probably put Blood Tinge. A lot of people call it the noob build, but I think they just call it that for ease of use. I mean, a lot of people play this build wrong and just gun spam with bone marrow ash, and I mean, shit, it's effective, but I mean, it's only your fault if you ain't using the tools in order to counter that. I mean, I know by the time you realize they're gun spamming, you're probably gonna be dead, but it's just things you gotta observe, it's things you gotta watch out for in advance. But nevertheless, I find definitely Blood Tinge is the second runner-up for being the strongest build in the game. I mean, the burst damage you can do with the Blood Tinge weapons, bloodletter and chikage, is ridiculous. The range of the bloodletter is ridiculous. The multiplayer for the unsheath and slash of the chikage can take 3/4 of your health. I have videos of that. And that's from a level 100. And shit's just crazy. So it's powerful both in PvE and PvP. And that's why it ends up in second place. Strength got a major boost with this expansion because it's got viable weapons now, but it still falls short to the others. I don't know, man. It's optimal. You can do good with it. You can win with it. It's viable now. It's just lacks the perks of what the others have. You know, the range and damage that you can put off with the Blood Tinge build, the crits you can do with the skill, and the speed you can do with the skill and the Blood Tinge. I mean, the strength weapons are slow, which they should be for the damage they put out, but in my opinion, that's what sets it at third place. And last but not least is the arcane build. I'm not counting hybrids, by the way. Because counting hybrids, most hybrid builds would be in between strength and Blood Tinge. Is where I would rank most of them. But yeah, Arcane is just the weakest all around. I mean, they just recently got a weapon that was, I mean, I know you could Arcane Stake Driver and Arcane Whip and Arcane Tonitrus, you know, get it with bolt gems before, but they never had a dedicated weapon to the Moonlight Sword. Even with that, it still puts Arcane as the weakest. I mean, the tools aren't necessarily fast, but they're not necessarily powerful either. I mean, my build has 50 Arcane, and a lot of tools do chip damage, but a lot of times, you know, they'll surprise you depending on somebody's arcane defense. I mean, obviously a lot of people are stacking arcane defense. I mean, it's natural with the sets people wear, but it's all, I mean, the reliance on the bullets. I mean, I would like it if, like, if you hit, you got some bullets back, or you got a few bullets back over time, just based on the art. But I can see how that'll break the game too, because you know, all somebody would do is equip an arcane tool if they wanted to get more bullets, and I don't know how they would balance that, but I would like for a way for like pure arcane deals to get their resources back. What would be good for me actually, I'll get back to arcane in a minute, but what would be good for the game actually is if they ever just implemented that, like they do in the Souls games, that where the matches were over, you would refill your vials and your bullets, because that's really my gripe. You know, with the rune, I go in with 25 and I rarely ever use all that, but sometimes, you know, I get down to close to none or half, and with the Moonlight Sword using bullets too, it's just a bit much to go back to the Hunter's Dream every 2-3 fights. I mean, you'll see some fights where I enter with like 4 bullets just because I don't feel like going back to the Hunter's Dream. And, you know, a lot of my combos with the beams and the Hunter's tool rely on these bullets, so... Just, excuse me, had to get a drink, but yeah, it's just a mess. I don't know, man. If they had a way to just do that, it alleviate 99% of the problems, but as such, man, I don't think the arcane tools are. I mean, to me, it's just a fun build. That's why I keep playing it. That's why, you know, I got like, I don't know, 5-6 videos, and that's all it's been since the DLC, minus the weapon build videos have different, I mean the weapon reviews have different builds in them, but most of my PvP builds have been with arcane. I just find it fun, you know, I like the challenge of it. You gotta time things better, you gotta take it slow, you know, you definitely can't rush in and hit no R1s consecutively and things like that. That's not where the bulk of your power comes from. You gotta know where your tools come from and things like that. Mind you, again, to jump subjects, but I think the Madara's Whistle, you know, it's not an arcane tool, but I think it's better than all the arcane tools. The way you can just time it and use it. I mean, that thing, when I want it to hit, it hits. You know, it's not like the, I mean, I guess it's, yeah, I guess you can attribute that to just knowing your opponent. I mean, most people you can tell right when they're going to get aggressive and or when they're going to follow you. You can cut them off in a doorway, or you can just set it up to where they're going to land right on it. As long as you know the timing on it. And you can make the same argument for the arcane tools, but I mean, sometimes like the skulls, the track, and things like that, it's not reliable. Sometimes the beam, I mean, I've got videos of where that eye beam, the black sky eye, you'll see me clearly dying and it'll like track me to the side or go right past me and still hit me with the damage and things like that. So I don't find them reliable, but I find them reliable enough to where the build, you know, is usable, you know, but that's why I make the case for that being the weakest build. What else do I got coming up? I have, got the top 10 weapons. I may do a weapon review. I like the church fight, so I might do one with that, even though it's like pure arcane for me because I don't have a skill build to use it on. I leveled it up on my arcane build. So it's not going to be hitting hard at all. I mean, it's got all arcane gems in it. So I might review that. I'll do the top 10 weapon list. I have a few random videos coming out as well, but I don't really have anything planned besides more PvP vids at the moment. But that's it for now. Enjoy the rest of the video. I'll talk to you guys later.